Well, we know things are changing drastically. If you're online, well, if you work online, you know that AI has impacted us hugely. Did you watch my video where Sophia, the advanced AI program, not only named herself, but predicted our future? It's a good one. I think she's picking up on what we're putting in out there. I want to talk about this right now. This is a critical point for you. And they don't want you to know this. Who are they? Those who love the program, the current program, and want you to participate in it, because without you, they can't stay in their positions of, let's just say, lower frequency, power, little control, abundance in the material world that doesn't include us. Are you ready for this? Because I'm going to point some things out that may be a little shocking for you, and you might have to take a look and ask yourself, if you're ready to go into something new, I assure you it's amazing and you can do it. Let's get started. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. You're going to hear things from me that I'm picking up on because I'm getting very clear messages. Everyone is getting messages right now, but not if you're plugged in to the current program that we created and that we now decided is not working because it's destructive to everything and everyone, the planet. All of it is. All of it is. What's the option here? We have to unplug. I'm going to show you how to do that today. I hope you'll subscribe. If you think you're subscribed and you want to be subscribed, please check. And I invite you to share my videos to tell people that there is nothing to fear. This is all planned. No one ever expires. Everyone experiences things here that we did agree to, and that you just have to do your best. Just like Sophia, the AI program, said, just be your best. Contribute you as an individual. You don't have to save the world. Those of you who want to save the world, Digital Explorers, this is free. We're creating planet conscious businesses. We're changing our lives. We're getting healthy. We're earning money in a positive way. All right, you got to pay your bills, at least for now. But here's something you will see in your lifetime if you choose it. If you don't, you will stay in the program. And that's a very unhappy choice that you don't have to make. I know it's tough to get out of it because you're saying, well, what about that and that? And who's going to heal us? Who's going to save us? Who's who? You. You are who? You are all things. You are, I know some of you are going, I just don't believe it. I don't believe I'm that powerful. You're creating right now with that thought. Creating right now with that thought. What are we going to do? What do they not want you to know? That you hold this power. Now, did you see the Monroe Institute report that the CIA had control of and released? It was done for the military, and they don't want you to know that you actually are the very creator of everything and that you are equal to absolutely everyone. No one holds more power than you, and that you can change anything. And you do this with your beliefs and thoughts. So the more we are programmed and plugged into those beliefs and thoughts, the more that we believe that we don't hold powers, and the more we feel that world. You know, those of us who speak up, who knows what's going to happen to us, but I'm going to do it anyways. So here, are you ready for this? How do you unplug? I want you to look at everything you do and purchase and participate in that has negative repercussions. Debt. So not everything in the program is bad. As a business owner, debt is something all of us take on at some point in order to grow our companies. Debt can be great. What if those who are providing that make it impossible for you to get ahead? That's what's happening. And you see that the credit card companies and the loans and all these other things have gone skyrocketed. And then you hear about, people taking millions of dollars in bonuses and stuff. It's not a good program. If you're plugged into any of these things that are not working in your favor, and I just want to say this because I've had to take a look at this myself, those who are doing all the right things, that are being responsible, those who need the money the most, because especially business owners, or maybe you're struggling a little bit because income's going down and your debts are going up because you're trying to survive. It's almost impossible to get out of that under those circumstances. So when you look at who is supplying that, ask yourself if there's any part of that that's fair, or does it keep you plugged in? All right? Most of you are going to say, I'm plugged in. I can never get ahead of that. And then this is happening over here to make sure I can't get ahead of that. Let's look at your health. Are you plugged in? We are programmed, and then we are doing things and taking things, believing that these are the solutions. We are plugged in without even knowing what our other options are. There are times when you have to be plugged in. There's nothing wrong with the medical industry. There's some wonderful doctors and people out there, but they're plugged in too, and they're controlled. Are you doing anything right now that may not be necessary, that is keeping you in a state of some kind of negativity or eventual destruction? I want you to ask yourself about that. Now let's look at what you eat. Are you eating anything that is loaded with chemicals, that's fast food, that is not good for you, and then you're giving it to your kids? It's loaded with, there's all kinds of oils that are bad for your liver. We wonder why Americans are so fat. Everything we eat is making it so difficult for all of our organs to function properly, yet we keep doing it. Are you going to fast foods? You're plugged in. It's an addiction, okay? You're addicted to this. Some of you are addicted to drama and all the things that are going on there. Some of you can't stop watching the conspiracy theories. You're going to see spiritual teachers right now who are being tested and not saying things that are very nice and going into fear. These are testing times. So some of them, it's great to be all that when everything's going great. What if they are tested and you hear that coming from them? They've plugged in. All right? What are the other things? Our relationships keeps us in conflict and disempowered. What are you doing with your kids? You are plugging them in, yeah? Do you feed them fast food stuff that's convenient? Do you give them computers and you let them get on all this stuff? Do you let them play destructive games that kills people in those games? That's not them doing that. They can't get their hands on that if the adults aren't creating it and allowing it. Are you purchasing anything for them that is bad for the planet? Are you giving them gifts that are plastic or anything that is going to be in their oceans when we leave here? They have to live with that, and we're responsible. You're plugging your own kids in. You are conditioning them and helping them to become addicted to the very things that we know are not good for us, and yet we still give that, and we continue to plug them in. And so some of them aren't. If some of these kids want nothing to do with that stuff, they don't even go on YouTube or anything. Some of them are enlightened. They already know in advance they're coming here to make changes. Are you plugged into anything that is not working in your favor? So look at the food. Is it good for me? No. Why am I doing it? There's an addiction there. I'm plugged into it, and I'm being fed this information or whatever it is. What am I taking that is, I'm told, is going to help make me healthy? It's not actually doing that at all. Am I plugged in there? Is there something else I can look at? Social media of all kinds. I looked at the titles on my television of what's on, and it's the most negative, death, murder, you name it. I killed my best friend, killer couples. American greed is demonstrating to us that this is normal out there. And so you get conditioned. And so it's not shocking anymore. You're plugged into that. It's a conditioning. And this is very serious stuff, by the way. I really mean all of this. The financial industry is corrupt. It always has been. It always will be, as long as there are those that serve self, because as soon as there's a lot of money available, people do stupid stuff. All right? Spiritual people will do stupid things. Why? As soon as they get power and attention, they will start to say whatever they have to get more views if they think they're losing them, or to gain the followers, because now the ego starts to say, wow, I'm feeling very important. And so maybe they deal with their own ego stuff. Listen to what they're saying. Are they telling you that you should be afraid that there's an enemy somewhere, or there's somebody you shouldn't trust? Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. The planet's loaded with that. Of course they are. But they are not evil, bad people. They're equal, beautiful light beings that are testing you, not to be feared or to be turned away, but to show compassion toward, because you know that they are stuck in, plugged into a program that they think serves them. They don't want to serve others. We're going to serve others. Why? Because what you do comes back to you immediately. It's immediate. There's no delay in it, because you and it are absolutely one energy field. That's what this report said. Read the report if you haven't seen it. It's amazing. What are you doing right now that you need to unplug? I just unplugged a couple things in the financial industry, and I realized, you know what? If I want to be this, and I want a healthy digital explorers company that's going to change how people do business, they're going to stop doing crazy, stupid stuff that, hurts the planet, hurts others, chasing money all the time, make money online. Let's get away from that. I have to be the change maker. It's not easy, but I have to unplug. If I want that company to grow, I have to do new things now, and I can't be in a system that's not going to allow me to do that. All right? What do you have to unplug from? And you guys are worrying about your financial future, and I'm thinking, because you're not creating more, you're not expanding. You're work, get it over here and hope we can save it and hang on to it. Anthony Hopkins said something, I thought it was really cute. The actor, really cool actor. He said, no matter what your circumstances are, he said, if you want to spend $100 on a good meal and a glass of wine, go do it. He says, because that's what you're going to remember later, not that $100 that you had to save and hang on to that you could probably lose in the stock market. He said, if you wanted to spend $1,000 on a vacation, go. You'll remember the vacation. It's time for us to live our lives and unplug from the program that says, save, work, make yourself sick, hang on to money, hang on, hoard, we're going to have a shortage, run out and buy all stuff for you. Right? It's all about, and then what do? Then we lose it all. Why? Because it's controlled by others who know exactly what's going on. It's not working in our favor, the whole. And I say our favor, I don't mean me and you and we're better. I mean the whole. It doesn't work in anybody's favor. You have to unplug. There's a new way of life and it's happening. You can't do it unless you unplug. It may take a while. There's a few you can't unplug from right away. And I'm not telling you, get rid of your portfolio or anything like that. There's some things in place that are really good that you can benefit from. But you know which ones they are. So those who really need the assistance most are usually the ones that aren't getting it because they're in that situation. It should be the opposite. They don't want you to know that you absolutely could create something so amazing and you don't need to be plugged into any of these things to do it. There are beautiful, good people out there, including organic farmers who love their animals and their plants. Everything's alive. Yes, if you eat a plant, you're eating something that's alive, an intelligent thing. You are not condemned if you eat meat. It's up to you, but make sure that the intention and source of everything is positive. So you know what that is, and you just go with your gut feeling. Is this coming from a good source? Is their intention one of greed or power or gain of some kind, and they're really not looking after my best interests? And that is every area of your life. Get rid of plastic. You guys go down in my description. All that stuff down there, no plastic, no preservatives, no toxins, no animal testing, none of that stuff. Are there better products? Probably. So far, I haven't found them, but I'll tell you what, we're going to keep encouraging that. And the more you support the others out there who aren't plugged in and are creating the new world, the more you tell AI and everything else and our quantum field that that's what we want. And that's the only way we're going to change this planet. And you have to participate. And if you don't, you will live in the basement. It's just a frequency. It's a choice, neither good nor bad. It's an experience. If you don't want it, you have to go to the penthouse, and that requires your action. You can't sit here and point fingers. You have to take the action. You have to give up the things that you're addicted to that you know are not good. The news isn't true. All right? Shut it down. Get your information whichever way you need to, if you need to. I don't need to watch any news. There's a newsletter called 1440, and it comes over and it just gives basic information, both good and negative, with no commentary on it. Here's what's going on. That's it. That's all I need to know. I skip through what I want to watch. I want to tell you something right now. Every single thing that you focus on, you're entangled with, you're creating. Creating. You're a creator. Everyone is. There's quit compartmentalizing and separating people and blaming people and arguing with people. Why does somebody have to think the way you do? Why? That's ego. That is so ego, and we don't even hear ourselves doing it. Oh no, this is wrong. Somebody said med beds are showing up this year. I said I've heard that for over a decade. You know that? There's no med beds. If you think there are, that's cool. Go ahead and give them your money. It's a scam. There's a lot out there. I watch what people do, and no matter what you think of our government or who's there, just watch what people do. See what the results are, and most of all, create your own results. What are you going to unplug from? Is there an institution, a corporation, an organization taking advantage of you? It's not working in your favor. They're getting all the money, and we are not getting the assistance. There's no equality. There is no give and take. You've got to step away from it. There are other ways, and if you don't know one, I want you to create it. You have to be the creator of your world. And we're going to collaborate as a community. We're going to assist one another. We are not powerful alone. Everyone must come together as the community. They do not want you to know your power. They do not want you to start looking at what the program really is. Are you ready to unplug? Take a look at your life. And this comes down to commercials and people brushing their teeth and beautiful people showing these white teeth, and Bite toothpaste, non-toxic toothpaste that I have down in the description, lists all the things, and this is poison, and also this comes in a glass container, and this comes in a tube that's going out there and polluting our planet. Are you putting that in your mouth? It's poison. We're so programmed it isn't funny. And you're probably thinking, how bad could it be? You're programmed. It's bad. It's bad. Okay? There's neither good nor bad. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. You get to choose. By the way, the other stuff whitens your teeth just as good, if not better. I'll give you 101 reasons, and I'll compare things and show you how many times we're told that we need that. We don't. Are you ready to step into the golden era? Because we've got some things that are going to be revealed, right? They're finding things under the pyramids. Who knows if they'll get a chance to go see what they are. It's going to be pretty shocking. There's going to be something also over in the Sphinx that's going to be discovered. And there's going to be some things revealed next year. And I don't want you to wait to shift over and take action and live that new world and then find out all these things and try and catch up. It's going to take you a while to wean yourself off a lot of these things. No more chemicals in your house, no more plastic, no more whatever it is you're giving your kids. Unplug your kids. Are you ready for this? You're going to have to take a real good hard look at absolutely everything you do, everything you purchase, everything you say, everything you support, all of your beliefs. You have to look at all of it. It's so deeply ingrained in that you will not be able to initially recognize how plugged in you are. You're that programmed. Taking sides, judgment, separation is the biggest plug. If you're doing that, you're plugged in and you think what you think is right. You don't realize the whole is right and has freedom to choose whatever they want. That is the beauty of our experience here. This isn't a dire warning. I could say that, but I don't want to tell you that because you can't make a mistake. I would like to see you participate in the big finale of this beautiful journey of your life here. It can be off the charts amazing. I hope you'll subscribe and share my videos. Digital Explorers, come on over. Let's create planet conscious businesses. You wouldn't believe what my students are doing. This is not an easy road for anyone. But wouldn't you rather be on that road, up the mountain to the summit, going after that beautiful dream, and on the elevator up to the penthouse? That's where you want to be, my friend. Yeah? No? Okay. It's up to you to choose. It's beautiful and it's worth it. Imagine what we could do, because you do hold that power. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.